important, you and I. In today's knowledge economy, the ability of a country to survive and flourish depends upon its people. We have seen how traits of people have led a country to prosperity. The patriotism of South Koreans, the Protestant work ethic of the early Americans, the discipline of the Japanese, to name a few. Human capital has become even more important today with globalization. As the national borders disappear in the economic landscape due to trade agreements among countries, the abilities of businesses to compete globally has become central to survival. Countries with common ties have banded with others to protect their interests. Thus, we have seen the birth of NAFTA, the European Union, the Mercosur, among others. Our country, too, has banded with others, and by 2015, the AEC, or the ASEAN Economic Community, will be completed. 2 years from now, the trade among the 10 ASEAN member countries will be tariff-free. What is the importance of this AEC to us? Depending on how prepared we are, it can be a boon or a bane, a source of opportunities or a source of threats. The prepared will welcome it and thrive. The unprepared will buckle under and die a natural death. The DTI is conducting a massive information drive on the DBFTA, or the Doing Business in Free Trade Areas, to prepare various sectors, especially business and the academe, for the eventualities. Why is the academe involved? It is because the agreement also involves the trade in services and the free flow of national persons. Arrangements of mutual recognition of the qualifications of professional services have been signed and cover engineering, medical practice, dentistry, and accountancy. With liberalization, there would be no more restrictions, thus creating a bigger market for professional service providers. On the downside, however, it means more competition. If we do not meet the requisite qualifications, how can we compete? The shift to the K-12 is a related action to keep up with the other countries' educational standards. Our country and Botswana are the two ones only left with only 10 years of pre-university education. How can the academe deal further with this effect of globalization? The answer is through internationalization. But are we ready? So many of our graduates have joined the international diaspora and have proven that MSU IIT graduate is globally competitive. They have broken through the glass ceiling in the very discriminating business and scientific environments in the first world countries. They are thus walking advertisements for the institute. They are products of the institute's updated curricular programs, rigid training, continuing faculty development and research undertakings, and the hidden curricula that instill the core values of commitment, excellence, integrity, teamwork, and accountability. Indeed, their accomplishments have given the Institute the reputation as one of the country's leading universities. The Institute can parlay the reputation to join higher educational institutions that offer cross-border education. In his study on the internationalization of higher education, motivation, and realities, Philip Altbuck of Boston College found that 2/3 of the Asian students who study abroad study in 3 English-speaking countries: the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. If the Institute benchmarks the best institutions in these countries, if it provides new competencies and strengthens further its existing expertise, then it can become a university of choice among the students of the ASEAN. Indeed, These are opportunities that wait to be tackled and thus needs to be explored. The Institute's thrust toward creating a reputation as a research university is a step in the right direction. After all, according to the aforementioned study, the key part of a knowledge-based economy is the creation and the interpretation of knowledge. These are challenging times for the academia. These are challenging times too for all of the stakeholders of the Institute in its quest for greater heights. Do we have to fear the impending changes? We don't. Why should we? We are IITians, and we shall prevail.